Thank you for joining us today on Talking Fitchburg. Today, I'm with Jeremy Crosby.
Boy, this would be really interesting if that's how it worked. But I am here with Chad Brecklin, who's going to do your administrative update. We're working on these new intros.
Yeah,
I think this could work.
Sure.
This could work. If we were doing a podcast, which is in our future, maybe we look at it that way.
Yeah.
You kick things off.
Yeah.
Chad, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. We'll kick off here with the budget process. We just had our public hearing on the mayor's proposed 2026 operating budget. Coming up next, council will start working on their amendments.
Yeah, so actually the amendments are due October 16th.
As we're taping right now, I'm waiting.
4:30 p.m.
You're waiting as much as I
am. The fact of the matter is while the mayor constructed a budget that had some challenges, and it left very little capacity left with the levy limit considerations that were under, and again, through no fault of the mayor's at all. That's just the fact of the matter. Many other mayors have been in the same situation where by the time they've drafted their budget, there just unfortunately isn't a whole lot left for alders to consider for use. So ultimately, any amendments that are submitted through this process are going to have to identify cuts or reductions or removals from the mayor's proposed budget in order for them to add whatever they'd like to add. So I don't know what, I haven't been contacted about anything in specific, so much like any time there's an amendment process, it's maybe a little bit like Forrest Gump and a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're going to find.
I cannot believe you worked that into this, but I love it. I think it's a good reference point. And then folks will be able to comment on those budget amendments if there is any, and then you go right into the adoption of the budget. There is now one other meeting in between a committee of the whole where you can talk about the budget, the amendments all together before you get it to the floor, so to speak.
Right, yeah. The primary topic of the October 29th Committee of the Whole meeting will be to discuss any operating and budget amendments that are submitted. And the purpose of that is so that obviously there can be, as robust of conversation as the alders would like to have, but also makes the adoption meeting evening on November 11th more efficient with the time.
Well, yeah, because you still have your regular meeting plus budget, so you definitely want to get that done when you can. So yeah, you have time to have public appearance at the Committee of the Whole meeting, and then at the Common Council meeting. That's November 11th.
November 11th.
Okay, look at me remembering something. Awesome. And then if it is adopted, we'll know, and they'll get it out there. We move on then to an open seat. So an alder is going to be stepping down or has stepped down.
Has stepped down, yeah.
Nevertheless, what is the process to, what do you do?
Right, yeah. So Alder Nicole Vaffadari, who was a District 4 alder, resigned her position effective October 1st. We do want to acknowledge and thank her for her service. She had some time commitments outside of her efforts of service as an alder that needed more of her attention, and she was unable to devote as much time as she would have preferred to be able to devote to the Common Council, thus leading to her resignation. But again, we thank her for her time and service to the community. Our city ordinances actually define in some broad terms what the process is to fill an alder vacancy. If it happens after January 1st or 2nd, if you will, then typically that would be done through the election process in April is how it would be filled. In this case, since the vacancy occurred before the new year, we'll follow the process that says that we need to post the vacancy in the city's official newspaper, aka the Wisconsin State Journal, on 3 consecutive weeks. Applications for the position are due, I think, within 2 weeks of the last posting. And then candidates who are interested and have submitted the necessary paperwork will have an opportunity to be interviewed or otherwise share information with the Common Council at the November Committee of the Whole meeting, which has been moved to November 17th. The Committee of the Whole meeting regularly scheduled time would have been the evening before Thanksgiving. So this was moved to 1 week earlier and on the Monday evening of the week earlier. So That will be an opportunity for the Common Council to learn more, as well as the community to learn more about anybody who's interested in fulfilling this vacancy. And then at the November 25th Common Council meeting, the Common Council will take a vote on whether they are making a selection to fill that vacancy.
It's a lot. The process is out there. It's on our website, fitchburgwi.gov. You can see that right there on the homepage. So if you are interested to fill out the information, you do have to come to City Hall to pull those papers, if I remember right.
That could be. I can't say for certain I know that information, so I won't even comment on that. But I would encourage anybody, in addition to your point, Jeremy, of looking at the city's website for additional information, to reach out directly to our city clerk, Tracy Oldenburg, and she will be happy to assist in answering any questions that people may have.
Fantastic. Chad, we have the Sain Road reconstruction project ongoing, anticipation for completion for the last part here.
Yeah.
November 3rd, but in the meantime, still some work to be had, so it's looking pretty good, though.
Yeah, for anybody who's driven the phase that just opened up a few weeks ago, specifically from East Sherrill Parkway to up near Argus, I think is the street there near Ninebark. Some really nice work was done there. Definitely some notable improvements in road design that will, urbanize that stretch to, really bring it into contemporary standards with what Fitchburg has become in that particular area of town. And the last remaining phase at this point in time is the intersection of South Sain Road and McCoy Road. That's being created as a T intersection and with some signalized activities happening there. So as you mentioned, that is on schedule for completion in early November. And we were talking, I think in our department head meeting or Common Council meeting, I don't remember which one, that it'll be a couple of years before the next Sain Road project kicks off, and that would be north of McCoy Road between us and the city of Madison. We'll be looking to do a joint project there in the coming years. But for anybody who lives on South Sain Road, we certainly thank you for your patience. For anybody who drives on South Sain Road, we thank you for your patience. We know this has been a multi-year project over several different phases, going all the way from Irish Lane north to McCoy Road. Again, we thank you for your patience, and we hope you appreciate the new roadway that's been built.
Yeah, I mean, the safety features alone on there are pretty awesome, and it does look good. And why the barricades are still up, remember not to drive around them. They're still working on it. I know it looks like it's done, especially down at the McCoy intersection there, but please advise that you still got to take the detour route.
Right.
Really important.
Exactly. I'm glad you brought that up. And of course, in other situations, those barricades would probably not be as far apart, obviously. But because there is a fire station on the other side of those barricades, access is a bit easier than it might normally be. And to your point again, please avoid driving in that area. The fire department is not currently expecting any traffic on there either. So as they, they're always driving with caution, but they're could be on a call and needing to respond to that. And if somebody's in that area and they shouldn't be, it can only delay a response.
Yeah, that's a safety thing, right? I mean, ultimately safety first there for the workers down in that area. So I will let you know as soon as that does open up with, again, that in early November. And we close out with trick-or-treating. It's coming up already. Halloween on a Friday night.
I know.
How exciting.
Wow, yeah, exactly. For anybody who's ready to really whoop it up on a Friday night, they've got their chance. So
we're having like a little block party, I think.
Nice.
I got an email, by the way, about a block party that's coming up. So in Fitchburg, they're everywhere. I don't know what's going on, but it's Friday night.
It's good people are
full
celebrating.
Moon, right?
Well, that I couldn't tell you. I don't have my moon calendar readily available. So next time I'll have to bring a few supplemental materials in case I get these questions. You started off this segment
like you were going to own it, so I thought maybe I'd take a chance on your moon calendar.
Yeah, exactly. So the city doesn't have official trick-or-treat hours, but we always just offer recommendations for folks, just in the interest of putting some measure of guidance out there and parameters on the evening. And those recommended hours are 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we always encourage folks to drive with extra caution that evening. We know there will be a ton of families and kids out. We hope that the weather is good, but by all means, please exercise caution as you're out and about. I do anticipate that our public safety, police and fire folks and EMS folks will all be out in respective neighborhoods throughout the community looking to engage with folks. So it's a great opportunity to get out, get your sweet tooth taken care of, and
check the moon.
Apparently check the moon, and just kind of get ready for the upcoming holiday season and end of the year.
Yeah. Well, and if you put on your police hat from a long time ago, not digging into the past, but safety first that night. I mean, there's so many people out and about,
right.
And this year it's ahead of the time change. So the time change happened, but it's still dark out at that time and stuff.
Yeah.
So you just want the extra caution when you're out there.
Right, definitely. We ask folks that have their costumes on to make sure that they can see well out of those costumes. Wear some reflective material, or at least have flashlights or armbands or something that can help people see you. Ideally, use crosswalks where they're at. I know that some of our neighborhoods don't have sidewalks, and that presents some additional challenges. So walk against traffic, and be alert. It's obviously great for our pedestrians to be alert as well. We definitely need our motorists to be alert. But if they both work in conjunction with one another and be respectful of each other's opportunity to use our streets and sidewalks and intersections, we should have a nice, safe event as usual.
All right, Chad, appreciate the time as always. Have fun on Halloween, and we'll check back on your moon forecast next month.
Sounds great.